This world would be a sad place without the work of devoted teachers.
You're back, Superior Cut the Styles with Sir Reginald, and what we're doing today is a total grooming service. We got a color retouch to do, so we're going to lighten that area first using the 10 volume and some lightening cream. Then we're going to go ahead and deposit that same color, and now we're going to move on to our express locks. Express locks mean they're moving a whole lot faster because we're not using heavy product. We're just using basically a styling foam to go ahead and get those locks set and prep for styling. I'm gonna do some barrel rolls to the back before we get set up for this haircut. Now we're gonna open up doing our marking cut with a 1.5 blade. That's a 1.5 detachable blade going against the grain. Our next blade is a 1A. Now pay attention because I'm giving you the formula to a ball fade. The next blade we're going to use is our 1, blending that 1 into the 1A and that 1A into the 1.5. So now we're at the 1. We should be working at the bottom of the blend by now. Our next blade now is the OA. The OA is going to blend into our 1. Now at this point you should have achieved a shadow fade. But if you want to go deeper than that and go to the skin, your next blade is going to be the 3.0. If you want to go closer than that, from a 3.0 you're going to go to your 4.0. And for some of you guys who really want that baby butt tight, you have a 5.0. But by now you kind of understand the formula to achieving this look. Next, we're going to address this dark line that separates the blend from the actual hairstyle. We're going to clipper over comb this one strictly because we want to respect the integrity of the locks. What you don't want to do is cut into those locks accidentally. Over time they become weaker and more easy to break. So we're just gonna pay close attention to that transition. Next, we'll go ahead and start with the beard. So many times I see pictures and photos on social media of guys that'll just stop the cut here and go ahead and leave that dark area with no blending. This is a part of the total look as well. So you wanna make sure you blend that beard in to the level of pretty much how bald you have those sides. If it's a shadow, you want to blend that into a shadow. If it's all the way to the skin, you want to blend that all the way to the skin. We're going to debulk here, going with the grain, and then we're going to blend going against the grain, using our guards from 2 to 1 to 0 to open blade to half close to closed blade. And that should achieve the blended look that you're looking for. Next, we're going to go ahead and border this haircut. You can use a trimmer. I prefer a razor to go ahead and do that. It gives me a much cleaner look. You're wondering why I have that white chalk line showing up. What I did is I treated the hair with a hairspray. Some of you may use a hairspray or a spritz or even a foaming lotion is going to achieve that white border line. Pretty much what that's there for is for you to achieve a visual of the work that you're doing, and you can tell the contrast between the skin and the actual hair. It's going to give you another dimension strictly for your sight so that you can see exactly what level of work you want to do and how much depth you want to go into. After bordering this beard, you're going to get a much better look overall of the shape and the density of it and how you want to go ahead and direct that thing. I'm going to go ahead and round this one and give it a rounded look versus a blowout. Here we're going to go ahead and add just a little fiber here. I know I got a lot of my fiber haters out there. Oh, he's lying with the dye and fiber. No. As you can see the before and after, this looks much better when highlighted. If you don't think so, the patron does. What happens when he washes it? He's still going to have the same beard that he had before you started. It's going to be razor line still, just right now it's enhanced. And if he takes proper care of it, he's going to get some time out of it versus going to jump in Lake Michigan for a swim right after a service. And we're just gonna touch that with the razor again to give it that extra, best way I can describe that is mwah. But for those of you guys who see that look, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It gives it an extra level of clean. Right now I'm notching out any of my dark spots just for detail. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. Here's a much better angle so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. That beard is perfectly shaped, it's perfectly rounded and lined prior to any level of enhancement. It's very important if you're going to use an enhancement to do exactly what is called enhance the overall look. You want to make sure that you have the base haircut done first. Therefore, you don't have to worry about them taking a shower and uncovering any so-called mistakes. Right now, I'm just using a fiber. That fiber is locked in with a little hairspray, and I'll run a dry. You won't see that in the video, but that's something I did off camera. Comb those fibers in for proper blending, and you want to touch it with that razor. And all that's doing is bringing out the natural shape, giving you a complete visual. And we're just going to touch up that blend so that the transition from the bald fade goes into the beard a whole lot better. And now we're just doing our finishing touches on this complete service. And as you can see, we have ran up a pretty decent ticket here. And when you're able to do the complete service, the patron is more than happy to accommodate whatever pricing you decide to do. Because more than likely, you're in the low percentage of guys who can't do that.